So it's another day of crying. Whether you're crying yourself to sleep, whether you're waking up crying, whether you're running to the toilet at work crying, whether just seeing something or hearing something makes you cry. But genuinely at this point you're emotionally exhausted because all you seem to be doing is crying. I have some advice for you.
Move on and get over it.
By the way, guys, it took a lot longer for me to edit those videos than to find them on TikTok. Because if you search the hashtag breakup, there are 3.5 million videos or something like that. It's a new trend to set up your camera and cry in front of it.
You just got dumped by your partner over text, send this message to them to really open up their eyes a little bit. Because I think getting dumped over text is like the shittiest thing possible. If you're gonna dump anyone, just call them on the phone. Like seriously, it takes 10 seconds. This is the best response, okay? Okay, thanks for letting me know, period.
I know.
By the way, guys, if she broke up with you, block her. If you don't block her, it just shows her that you are the backup guy, that whenever she has a problem, she can contact you. Don't do that. You look like a simp. She is in your past. You broke up. Why do you want to live in your past? Think about your future. It doesn't matter if you were friends before. It doesn't matter. It just shows her that you still care about her because you let that door open. You didn't block her. So in case of something, you are the backup guy.
I know you're watching this. Checking in on me to see if I'm happier without you.
No, he's not. If he broke up with you, he's over you. He doesn't care.
This is something I did when I was going through the worst heartbreak of my life. This guy literally broke up with me over the phone. He called me on the phone and was like, listen.
At least he called you. He didn't text you.
It's not going to work anymore. And I was like, crushed. And the worst part is, it's like, who do you call first? Like
Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. It's so simple.
Like your mom, your friends, or do you just cry and just hold it off until later because you're kind of like embarrassed? It's like, shit, not only were you rejected, but now you got to tell your family and let everyone know. It's like, yeah, people don't like you. So it doesn't feel good. Anyway.
See, this is the difference between me and other people. I don't care what other people think.
Anyway, this is what I did. That's kind of a long intro, but hang with me. I put together this thing called a vision board. And just before you exit out of this is a whole nother level, okay? When you're going through a breakup.
Of course, it's an all nother level of crazy. Yeah, guys, we're just going to skip this video.
Can someone please stitch this with a full-on detailed explanation
Okay.
why getting out of a 3-month-long situationship hurts so much more than when I got out of my 5-year long-term relationship to a guy who I thought I was going to marry.
The guy that you wanted to marry, he was on your level and you thought you could do better than him. That's why it didn't hurt so much. But this guy is above you in looks, in status, in money, in whatever. So of course it will hurt 10 times more. That's why he doesn't want a relationship with you. Because he knows he can do better than you. Because you're not at his level. Of course, he will be in a situationship with you, he will have sex with you, but he won't marry you.
If you went through a breakup a while ago and you can't stop going through in your mind what happened and trying to make sense of things, then I want to share with you something that my therapist said to me about 6 months after my breakup, which really, really helped me. She said, every single time you feel like that, or every single time this thought process starts, you have to, she said, visualize yourself in a courtroom, in the witness stand, giving evidence, because ultimately that is what we're doing when we're trying to make stuff make sense. We're trying to find evidence for our beliefs. She said, you're giving evidence, but the judge and the jury have gone home. And she basically said that every single time you visualize that, what it will do is it will interrupt that thought process loop that's going to start in your brain. And I did that, and over time it just stopped me from thinking the way I was thinking, and it stopped those loops from happening. And I just want to add,
I'm amazed that people need to be told that if you're thinking about that person or thinking about things that you did with that person, it's not good. But you need to reimagine it this way so it doesn't look like this. And if you reimagine it this way, it will look like this. How are people this stupid? Just don't think about it and you'll feel better. How do you not think about it? You distract yourself with other things.
This is going to upset some people because it upset me when I heard
Okay.
it, but people who are not treating you well are not going to treat you better if you work harder. You shouldn't have to work for somebody's respect, and you don't earn being treated well. You excuse yourself from situations where you're not.
Break is just, oh my gosh, it's one of the things, and I just know when you're in it, it feels like the end of the world. It really does.
I remember the day when I found out that this person had like destroyed me. Like, I was destroyed. And
another woman that has been alpha widowed.
I remember celebrating the seconds of the day that I didn't think about them. I was like, wow, 30 seconds today. There were 30 seconds.
Is it normal not to cry after a breakup? Yes, 100%. Everybody heals in different ways. Sometimes people will cry, sometimes people will be angry, sometimes people will get over it in 3 days, some people won't get over it until 3 years. Every person, every relationship is completely different. I remember when
Yes, but that doesn't mean you need to let yourself be ruled by emotions. You are a logical man. You shouldn't be ruled by your emotions.
I split up with my ex, and I was wondering if they were as upset as me, if they couldn't eat like I couldn't eat, and all the rest of it.
That's so stupid. Don't do that. You will look like a simp. Don't do that.
It was something that played on my mind for weeks. But the thing is you're not going to heal at exactly the same point as when they heal. Maybe you have delayed feelings, maybe you'll cry later on, maybe you'll never cry. It's just how certain people deal with it. And sometimes people are already emotionally out of it before they are out of it physically.
Breaks up with you because he told you he doesn't want a relationship anymore. Then you find out that he just got into a relationship with another girl. Maybe it's even a girl that he told you you'll never have to worry about. You call him up, you curse him.
Yeah, guys, this is the same with women. If she says, oh, I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now. Oh, I'm healing. No, they're not. If the right guy that she really, really likes, if her crush, if her celebrity crush would come to her right after you broke up and said, I want to be in a relationship, would she be in a relationship with that guy? Just think about that. Of course she would. So she's just lying to you. She doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. But that doesn't mean she doesn't want to be in a relationship with somebody else.
Tell him how much of a piece of shit he is. It's like he's just laughing on the phone. He doesn't even care how hurt you are. So you call his new girlfriend and you tell her what he did to you. You're hoping that she's gonna have your back. Instead, she goes and calls her boyfriend. And she says, hey, your ex-girlfriend keeps calling me. Just tells her that you're crazy, to ignore you. So instead of believing you, she believes him. Just when you were hoping to be heard, you get denied again.
I'm gonna record this video. Okay, it's 1:40 a.m.
Okay.
And this video is for my future self. Like,
if it was for your future self, you wouldn't post it online. You would just save it somewhere. Or you can upload it online, but for nobody to see. You upload it to the cloud. This is so stupid.
you're going to be fine.
Breakups are so weird. 1 minute you'll be fine. I've been fine all week. I've been so good and like said I wanted no contact. And then I look up his picture on Instagram and his profile picture's changed, and then I feel like I don't even know him.
Why are you recording yourself saying this? Why don't you keep this for yourself? Why don't you talk about this with a girlfriend? Why are you posting this for millions of strangers to see? Strangers that don't care about your life. Of course, they will leave comments like, it's not worth it. He wasn't worth it. Oh, you're a princess. Of course, from Sims that just want to get in bed with you. Why are you doing this? It's just for attention.
And I don't get to know him. And I don't get to know what's going on. Just makes me kind of sad. I'm missing out on his life. As it passes by, I know it's a two-way street. He's missing out on mine, but it hit me kind of sad now.
I will skip this video because it's just cringe.
I believe this is my life. I wish, like, in my head, everything's trying to say to me, it's a misunderstanding, it's a misunderstanding, we will be back together, it's a misunderstanding, but it's not, because when he messages me and he continues to prove that this is not a misunderstanding, the reason why you find it so hard to leave, and the reason why you stay for as long as you stay in these type of relationships is because there are parts that are good, you know, there's parts that are amazing, like literally a love story I've never. Sorry, I'm an ugly crier.
Why? Why would you post a video like this? And even if you record it, let's say you record it, right then you feel the need to record yourself crying because you have lots and lots of emotions that I can't relate to. But anyway, let's say you have lots and lots of emotions and you want to get them out and you have no girlfriend to talk to. You record yourself and then you calm down and then you get home. Why would you still post this online? I don't get it. Why? What do you get out of it? Attention, validation, that's all. Because no stranger would care about you or would actually help you. No, the Sims in the comments. But that's it. Those aren't real people. Those aren't your friends. Those guys just want to get laid. So what? Some woman from somewhere says, oh, don't worry, honey, you'll get over it. You're a queen, you're a princess. So what? How does that help you? I don't get it. Those are a bunch of strangers. Why would you conduct your life based on what strangers say? Or why would you let your emotions be guided by what strangers say? How does it help? How can some strangers on the internet make me feel sad or make me feel happy? How? I don't get it.
I've never experienced the love we had. I've never experienced how much people saw the love we had. Like, I've never been with someone where people truly were, like, amazed by our love and, like,
It's clear she's been alpha widowed. Now the next guy has to pay for it.
Really loved us together, and I really am struggling to come to terms with the fact that how can all of that be real and a person treat you that way? Then it can't be real. It couldn't have. You can't treat someone the way you've treated them and tell them that the love is real. It doesn't add up.
Yeah, we're gonna skip this one too, guys.
Ex-boyfriend broke up with me a month ago to work on himself.
Okay.
And I just found out that he's already dating someone new.
What did I tell you guys? He didn't want to be in a relationship with you. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to be in a relationship. You're not the one. That's it.
I feel like a lot of women have experienced this heartbreak and have had the same thing happen to them. So instead of being silent about my experience, I want to share it in case it could help one of you. When we broke up, I was very supportive of him and his mental health, and I knew that he was in a very low spot. I was taking care of him most days. I was financially supporting him. It was really hard for me to let go of him and say, you know what, I want you to work on yourself even if it's apart from me. And when you make a choice like that, it is so difficult to find out that there really was just someone else the entire time. I just hope that any woman watching this hears me.
Yeah, for him, you were just the support. financially, emotionally. That's it. I know it's hard to hear this, that you were just used, but that's life. Get over it.
When I say, I know it hurts that he has moved on, it is a fucking blessing that they are no longer in your life.
Someone who went through a breakup 2 months ago after a 6-year-long relationship, I'm going to give you my biggest pieces of advice. Number one, don't put pressure on yourself to have this instant glow up straight away. That can come later. If you want to mope around, do it. If you want to eat pizza and ice cream, do it. If you want to go out with your friends, do it. Use this time to do whatever you want without guilt or feeling pressure, and everything else can come later, but use this time to quite literally build up that relationship with yourself. Number two, moping around is absolutely okay. You're essentially grieving someone who is still alive, and that is a very, very complex feeling to have, and by distracting yourself and pushing away these thoughts, you're only delaying the inevitable, and by feeling your feelings now, you'll make it so much easier for yourself later down the line. Number three, don't call or text.
Don't you get it? By just eating more ice cream and getting fatter and getting lazier, you will just feel more sorry for yourself, and you will cry more, and you will feel like shit more, instead of actually doing something good with your life and stop sobbing over that guy that doesn't care about you.